Hello. What's up, what's up, what's up?
Wenn bisher nichts geholfen hat.
Was geht, Pablo? Was geht? Ein wunderschön. Wie war deine Restwoche? Es ist so warm hier, Alter. Es geht gar nicht klar. Ich brauche unbedingt Gardinen oder Rollos oder sowas. It's so hot. I will die in summer. It's not even summer yet. Hey, hey Mr. Zikar, how are you? I'm good, just hot in here. Meine Woche war produktiv auf jeden Fall. War produktiv, viel zu tun. Morgen bin ich leider beschäftigt, am Samstag auch, am Sonntag auch. Deswegen da wird kein, weißt du was, ich habe die Idee. I think I'm gonna stream with sunglasses today. I think that's better. Like, I need some curtains or something. The sun is like killing me. But now I can't read the chat. Hey Samuel, how are you? Hey Cherry, what's up? How are you? Can I actually draw with this? That would be an interesting question. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. So today I want to test some new ink. I bought some ink. This one here. Want to test it. It probably smells still new. So let's get going. Let's get going. No time to waste. It's actually quite convenient with the sunglasses. Wow. It's so bright. How's everyone doing? How was your week, folks? Okay, let me see. Let me open this beauty. Oh, there was some vacuum. It's funny, it doesn't smell. It doesn't smell like this one. I used this one before. This is a really good ink. I got this from Japan. My girlfriend got me this from Japan. And it has like this almost wood-like smell, like rotten wood or something. But this one doesn't smell at all. So let's add a bit to this here on the page. I have like a quick question. Does it really matter how I hold my pen or pencil while I draw? It does, but it does matter to your preference, to your personal preference. Because some people I know, they kind of like draw like this. You know, they hold the pen like I call it crack in hand. They hold it like this. I could never draw like this, you know. I like to have the pen in the back. That also sounds very wrong. Anyways, I like to hold it here because I feel like I have more control, you know. Same for like a brush, you know, if I would paint with a brush, I would hold it at the end so I have more control of it. And the more smaller and narrow and closer I draw, the more closer my finger goes. But I think at the end it comes down to how you learn to draw, and also what's your preference. Because I also know that when I drew with a Wacom pen, that I would also hold my pen right in the front. I rarely do this with a Wacom pen. Like I mostly do this. So it does matter. Also, it depends also if you want to use the side. Depends on what pen you use, for example, right? I mean, if you use a brush pen, for example, I would be closer to have like a pinky on the paper to have better control and distance. I think it's good if you try, you know, just try what it feels good to you, and make sure that like the hand shouldn't hurt after drawing. That's important. Oh, I forgot to autofocus. Hey Vincent Tusen, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Hope you enjoy the stream. Guess what we're doing? Yes, I'm actually using pencil. Because I want to ink this guy afterwards. Do you think drawing from imagination is an important skill to develop as an artist? If yes, why? Like, you can just use reference always. It's important to get out your ideas. Because whenever you draw, like whenever you start and you want to make your own work, right? We're not doing studies all the time. We're not doing commission fan art stuff all the time. I mean, if that's the only thing you do, okay, I mean, then you maybe don't need it. But also then I think it's gonna be boring at some point. So the good thing about drawing from imagination is that it helps you to get the first visual standpoint of your idea out. So whenever you have an idea for a weapon, an environment, a character, like whatever it is, right? It's visual communication and helps you to get it from your head on paper. So this is why I would say it's a important skill for everyone, every artist to learn. Because it helps you to get that out. If you know what I mean. But it also got, I want to say, due to the big amount of people talking about it on the internet, it also got romanticized a lot, you know? It kind of like, it became this like thing, almost like this weird party trick. But it's not, it's actually a skill, you know? Like, I mean, Mobius, for example, he would call it automatic drawing. Right, he would do automatic drawing where he just start with a line and just let the line go and try to relax himself the whole time while he's working. And that is kind of like, hey HMZ, how are you? How was your week? Hey Ron, welcome to the stream. But that's kind of like the thing, you know? So but don't get fooled by all these people on YouTube. They just want you to watch their videos. Like I do. Pencil always feels weird for the first time. Like, it's so funny. Hey Kingham. Hello, you don't need guidelines to draw. That's cool. How can you do that right without guidelines? First of all, drawing a lot, like drawing every day for years, makes you just... There's the day where you just like flip the table, you know? You just like, okay, I guess I don't need it. And also the more you draw and the more you draw... I mean, I draw faces every day, to be fair. Like, I draw the same subject. I mean, I'm also sometimes bored by my own drawings, you know? So I draw the same stuff over and over, but also because I enjoy it. So that's also kind of like pattern recognition, you know? Like, it's like so many things that come together at the same time. But also like when you talk about guidelines, I don't know if you know like face grid, you know, to grid features and stuff. Like I fill my sketchbook with faces every day. Like just when I come to my studio, I draw people in a train. When I go home, I draw people in a train. And whenever I feel like I have time to sit somewhere, or I don't know, like I have time to spare, I get out my sketchbook. I always have a sketchbook with me. So, hi Zany Draws, welcome to stream. How are you doing? Janosch, thank you, man. Because of you, I kind of see in 3D now. That is awesome. I love to hear that. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. Finally, all these perspective videos came through. Feels like with enough practice, I can draw anything. See? I believe you can. I believe. Like, learning to draw is a skill. Like, you can draw whatever, you know? Of course, there's some principles we have to repeat. There are some patterns we have to repeat, right? But it's not impossible. I have a question for the chat. Okay, question to everyone in the chat right now. If you would make a comic book or a manga, doesn't matter, how would be the style of your book? Like the art style? Would it be realistic? Would it be semi-realistic? Would it be stylized? And if it would be stylized, what style would it be? I would be super curious because I had this thought today. Because I couldn't really decide. Like, oh, I have the ink open the whole time. Maybe let's just close it for now. Because I'm dangerously bad with liquids on my table. And you don't want to spill a full bottle of ink on your table. Like I reopen it when it's time for it. First, let me get out this dude here. Also kind of thinking how I want to light this. Da, 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 da. Semi-realistic, slightly stylized, I guess. Okay, and can you give me an art example? Like, what? Semi-realistic, slightly stylized. So, what is that? Jim Lee or semi-realistic with some panels stylized? Ah, it's you, Salty. Hey, how are you? How's the vacation going? Stylized like anime type. Okay, what anime? Salty, we see us soon, right? Are you ready for your mentorship experience? It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be hard. Hard and fun. I don't like the hair on the backside. Not makes a good shape. Kind of like not like this eye here. I need to say, like, that is really something I've missed. Using pencil. Just adjusting. Adjusting. Like, bro, I drew some sort of Japanese demon yonkai complete from imagination in class. So anyone who's been... Well, sorry, chat just moved while reading. Anyone who's still trying hard, just keep going. Your hands will catch up. Yeah, that's nice. Scotty Young. Ah, okay. Jeff Dorrow, Mobius, and Bernie Wrightson. Okay, I can see. But would you ink it like Bernie or would you ink it like Mobius? The inking work of mixture tools, brushes, pens, nips. I have names on top of my head. Okay. Style in between, okay. I see. Okay, let's try the ink. David Finch and Jim Lee with coloring by Molina? Who's that? But not forever. You won't suck at drawing forever, you know? I grew up in Angul. Ah, okay. Basically, I did that, yeah. It's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, is this ink any good? Is this question. Okay, let's try that. And I can't forget to put the ink on the right. Otherwise, I would just flip this bottle. let's see. This is going. Have you ever been to a festival of bande dessinée? No, never. I really want to go. But my problem is that like whenever I go to something like it, like I wanna like be part of it, you know? I wanna draw. But since I don't make a comic, like maybe I need to produce something first. So I have a purpose to go, you know? But I would love to. I would love to. Maybe one day we can do something for the YouTube channel. Hey Timothy, how are you? How was your week? George Molina is an artist who has worked for DC Marvel. I don't know him. Oh, okay. Nice. What type of titles did he do? So you're doing it twice a week? Unfortunately not. Like, usually we will have to stream tomorrow, but have we streamed already this week? No, we haven't, right? We streamed on Friday. Because tomorrow I have to help my parents. My parents are moving. And since I'm a good son, you know, like I have to help them the whole weekend. How was your week? Yes, great. Great. Full ink splash. Mm-mm. Oh, good. Preparing for next week, and of course for your 101 as well. Yeah, nice. Thank you so much. Thank you, Zulti. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, happy accident. Like, what can we do, right? Jamie Hulenstadt. Like, so many people I don't know. So many people I have never heard from. Um, the Gorillas artwork guy. Ah, okay, nice. Hello, sir. Hi. I call you K8B, okay? KB? KB? I hope that's your name. Ah, cool. Yeah, I didn't know. Didn't know. Yeah, the ink is really cool. I like the color of the ink. And also, like, it looks good quality-wise. Because I had some other ink from Pentel, which wasn't so good as the Japanese one from Pilot. So, but this one here is also produced by Pilot. So it seems like Pilot is legit when it comes to ink. I love my platinum black. What is that? Your credit card? No, I know it's your ink, right? Is this cold paper, Briss? No. You will probably shake your head, but this is just normal Hanemühle paper. It is not. I mean, you can use it for ink, but you can't. You shouldn't use it for watercolor. Alright, you see what's happening then. This is kind of like wavy here. It's not really made for it. Do you think ink feels like as choosing the right magic wand? I tried a couple of things using ink pen, but I feel like comfortable of my line drawing. That's a really good question though. I think so. I think the right ink makes the difference, but also the tool in a way, like how you distribute the ink on the paper. So the ink is important. Definitely. I have nice sun reflection on my face. It's freaking annoying me. I'm gonna buy some shutters next week. Like I can't do this because it's not even summer yet, and this will grill me. I will be fried chicken every time if I'm sitting in here. Like I mean, I love that I have this like super nice sundowner here. It's a great view out of my studio, but like when you can't see the stuff on your screen is a bit, unfortunately. Okay, so he's a cowboy if you give him beans to eat. Is that so? Yeah, yeah. But it's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind physical labor. It's also good. Kind of like it's good to get away from the desk for a few days, you know? Like I'm being here all day, every day. Not that I not love it, but sometimes it's just good to break your patterns by just doing something else. What are you doing, folks, on the weekend? Any plans? Anything? Any conventions or I don't know, like whatever is around in your area? Any interesting stuff to share for the others as well? And the free out meals. There's an Adobe event happening in NYC where they will show new features, networking. Okay, cool. That sounds interesting. Even though Adobe is not like the best friend of every artist, but I guess it's probably pretty good for networking and stuff. I'm so dumb. Oh, it wasn't dry. So much I still have to learn about ink. Stuff happens all the time. He's so positive. I'm a beginner at drawing and I'm not sure why you use so many dashed short lines in your artwork. What are they used for? To describe form and texture and also shading. So it's kind of like a stylistic choice. And now what I'm doing here with these lines is basically first I communicate, and that's something that you can do, but it comes through trying this a lot and using a lot of different types of like drawing a lot with a pen. Like that's like how it came for me to figure out also what I like. So I would have the option to have no shading, right? To do no shading, just do like outlines and just do maybe some ambient occlusion shadows and just indication of hair, maybe that's it. But when I want to describe form, and it's the same as if you would learn it with a pencil, I can also go over the form and kind of like follow the form with my short strokes to carve out the form, to make it more plastic. And then of course there's the shading aspect, is where introducing a second round of short lines to bring in, for example, the Terminator or the core shadow. So basically the biggest shadow on form is always the core shadow. And that's a very important shadow because when you want to describe form, it's the area where light turns into shadow. And that's kind of like the most basic principle of learning to paint, but also learning to shade. And yeah, and that's kind of like a combination of the things I've learned by observing and trying a lot. So that's why also we were talking about ink and inkers also before. So that's why it's always good to look at what are things you like and really to take them apart. Because for example, like Mobius had like multiple styles. Like he had a style where he would do a lot of lines, but he would also have a super clean line look, where I guess he probably got most known for that. Yeah, and I'm still looking for the things that I like, in a way. You know, so I'm kind of like still looking for my type of inking. And I think it just takes time, but it's important that you try and that you figure out what it is that you want to do, if that makes sense. I hope that answers your question. See, I'm basically pushing values with the strokes. You're welcome. You're welcome. Charles Dana Gibson. Okay, I will write it down. With a different pen. I will do. Thank you, Sulti. So we should include our spilled ink drop in here. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I had some delivery food for before stream. I really regret because it was supposed to be Korean chicken, but I don't know what it was. It was definitely not Korean. Some fake ass Korean food. Oh no, I have some green stuff on my fingers. Just smearing the full paper foil. What are you all doing? I just see like everybody's lurking. So what do you guys think? Is this ink any good? Does it has potential? Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good quality wise. Acceptable. Acceptable. Oh, sun is back. This music makes me tired. Oh, what is the nib you use? It's a G nib. have no clue what the company is. I bought this in Thailand, in Bangkok. I think I have to wash my hands. Be right back. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm not so new into pen nibs. For me, they also feel relatively the same. Oh, this license-free music is really not. I wish I could just put on my Spotify. Let's try Mrs. Hummingbird. Okay. So this was cool. I liked it. But I feel like I don't want to take the pencil again. I feel like that's kind of like slows things a bit down. It's not really made for streaming. But funny, interesting. Good ink. We say yes to the ink, right? It's good ink. Very good ink. Wait, where's my... the brush pens? everybody's just chilling, right? Like, I feel like it's so unusual a Thursday stream. Like Friday stream, like everyone is like overly active. I'm waiting for my girlfriend and kind of bloated from drinking coffee and submitting taxes. Wow. Wait, maybe a face or a dude. Hey Proko, how are you? I was basically just testing some ink before. Um, in the beginning, like I bought this new ink here, Takesumi. I don't know if you know this one. And yeah, I just wanted to try it. So no particular goal for today. And now I'm just I'm a bit of like we used pencil before and then inked it, and now I feel like just going back to ink. How are you? How was your week? How is everything going at Proko? This one is from reference now. Trying to learn getting better with my foreshortening. How's your day going? You got a lot of books to ship out. What type of books are you shipping? My music is gone. What's the time at your area? Is it like morning? Probably, right? You're in California. Here it is 8 p.m. in the evening. Ah, yeah, 11 a.m. That's nice. We did a Kickstarter for an art book and one instructional one. Those arrived and we're getting nice. I didn't even know that you guys had a Kickstarter going. Did I miss it? It's also like I feel like social media with like Instagram stories and stuff. It's so hard, you know, like to get really what you want. Oh, I just killed the pinky finger. Oh no. Anyways. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Glad that you hopped in. So any new plans after the whole Kickstarter is over? How is your art going, by the way? Do you have time to do any art for yourself? Probably not with kids and all the business, right? It's probably super busy. Steven, is there any time you guys visit NYC? It's back and forth right now. For me, the whole team are absorbed in different projects, but we still gotta squeeze some drawing in there. By the way, have you ever considered coming to the THU event in Portugal? Probably because of Lightbox, right? I'm just like thinking, because I think Lightbox is always kind of like the same time, right around the time when Lightbox and THU, I think. Because I was at THU like for the past, I think I was at the last 4 THU events, but not really sure if that makes any sense for you guys also, in terms of business. Hey Yesko Studio, I don't want to make you nervous, but I think Proko, the best art channel and resource artist at the internet, is watching you. I know that. You don't have to tell me. I know that. That's why I'm glad he's watching. We love to get to do more in-person events, but it mostly still in California primarily. But we want to try to get others so we can do other artists, different areas as well. Yeah, also I guess also Europe, and going there with all the technical stuff, right? It's also, and it's also always an investment, right? If you come with a crew or something, and then you're kind of like shipping everything, getting everywhere over, accommodations, flights. I mean, flights are insanely expensive right now, so I understand. So what comes after when the book is done? Already new projects? Probably, right? Never gets boring. How's Rember doing? Haven't seen him for a while. I think also last time I see Rembert was also at THU in Portugal. Not even sure if he remembers me. Yeah, you flatter me. We'll be here. Hey Stilev, thank you so much. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we just doodling away. I actually want to draw a bit on this one here, but it's actually not made for watercolor. I mean, it's actually diluted ink, and I actually want to fill this page, but yeah, like I'm jumping too much from left to right. Jumping too much. My day is going well, thank you so much. Had some students to teach, bit of organizational stuff, and now streaming. How's your day going? Don't tell anyone, but the main thing will be website and the other improvements. I don't tell anyone, no worries. Only 9 people heard it. We're trying to make Proko a better place for artists, instructors, and students, just our community. Yeah, that's cool. It's also super hard to maintain. Just go trying to sell people art, training data, and we want to help work against that. Yeah, don't tell me I get spammed with invitation for AI platforms, like teaching there and stuff. I hate this stuff. This turned out great, and the ink is holding up, not smearing under the wash. No, yeah. The thing is, like, I seen this. My friend Theon doing this. He was using ink, and this is kind of like this ink here. This is Japanese ink, and he would basically just add water to it and just diluting it, like just making kind of like a palette with a few values. And I actually like doing that pretty often because it's, I mean, first of all, it's great for everyone who want to practice grayscales. But you have really good control if you pre-make the values, you know, like if you feel like, okay, I need like maybe something that is relatively like medium tone, light tone, then you basically treat everything like with watercolor, right? You use the white of the paper for highlights and stuff. So it's very forgiving, I want to say. And it's also very quick, right? You could say like, hey, you could use Copic markers, but I mean, you can literally, wait, do I have another rendering here? Oh, wait, let me see if I have some more else. I mean, this one is a bit rough though, but wait. And these are all also the same, just making value scales. Just value scales and then just like building them up. It's like pretty quick. It's actually pretty fun to do. Let me see. I don't know if I have more in here. But yeah, I guess yeah, that's definitely. But it's not the right paper. Like this is Hanemühle paper, so it's not really meant for watercolor. But I'm always such a lazy ass. And I start drawing because like I like this format, and I'm just too lazy to walk over there to take my good paper. So yeah. It's absolutely cost effective, yeah. And I know some people also, they kind of like get these aqua pens, these here, and they fill them with the right tone, so to speak. So they have like 3, and then they have like 1 medium gray, 1 light gray, and 1 darker one. Hey, Eldefine, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Does it reactivate it with water afterwards? Could you? Yeah, it depends on the paper. Like, do you mean on the palette? Yeah, on the palette you can do that. You can do that. You just have to be aware. The more water you add, the more the ink disappears. So it might get brighter. And also, since like the ink is already like liquid, right? It's. You know what? I never tried it if I would take the ink out of a brush pen. That would be quite interesting, actually. Just like getting it out, squeezing it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Happy you're here. Thank you. You caught me. Actually, we would stream tomorrow. That's kind of funny. That's great that you caught us. Can I see the image of the boy jumping that was inside the binder? Sure. Give me a sec. Do you mean this one? Probably have to. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have like I also like don't tell Theon. I love him. Theon Kim, like everyone who doesn't know Theon Kim, please follow him. He's amazing. I also stole this from him. He when I met him on THU, he had these binders here. You know? And like he would save all his drawings because he would draw on A4 size. He would just put them into the binder, and I find this so good because it takes the pressure away of like, you know, I take some paper and I'm gonna draw it, but then you have this thing, you know, and there's like mentally, I throw it away or just put it into a corner. But if you have a binder, you can feel like, okay, if it's gonna be a good drawing, I put it in the binder. So it's kind of like a appreciation to the drawing. And if not, then you know what? Then let's move. And I have like 2 of them. Like I filled them over the past 1.5 years with these ink drawings. And I actually started making a little sketchbook PDF, which I wanted to print. I also did a test print already for a Kickstarter, but the print was horrible. So you maybe know what I'm talking about. And I'm still dissecting and choosing what I want to put in. But I'm also producing more and more every day, so it's kind of like Don Quixote with the windmill. Thank you. I feel like that these the drawings where you don't think always come out like you know, like it's, I don't know, it's you take your time, an hour for a page, and then you start drawing, and then it's like the moment where you don't think, like let's say you do 10 drawings, like I feel like the one in the middle are always the best because you don't think there anymore. It's okay, you know the railing. That's what the stream is for, right? Hey everyone, hi, welcome to stream. How are you? Yeah, print is difficult. Oh, enjoy your meeting. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Always appreciate you coming over. Thank you. Have a good one. Take care. Yeah, see you next time. Yeah, that's good advertising. Timuki, I hire you. You're hired. Good luck with the Kickstarter. Thank you. Appreciate it. I always forget to say that. Thank you. Okay, let's do some drawing. Let's go in and draw. Let's start another one. You're playing around with sepia tinting. Nice. Could you draw a character on a space helmet? What do you mean, on a space helmet? Like like a physical thing? Or do you mean a character with a space helmet? I think I could do both. Do I have multiple tries? Absolutely, yes, of course. Want me to do something with a space helmet? It's kind of like my current favorite subject, almost. Oh, just have to quickly check. Okay, camera's still going. Camera's still going. Have you watched NASA Live ago, 2 weeks ago? How people other side of them come back? No, I haven't seen that. It's probably amazing. These foreshortening looking dude. Try top view. Yeah. Okay. I draw an astronaut from the top. Okay. Deal. So we have both. So we above the astronaut. Okay. Let me just make sure. I don't know what is this, by the way. So this is not. Maybe it's part of my Korean food. Just the head on the finger. Yeah. The music is kind of nice, though. Come on. Hey. Aww. This pen dries out so fast all the time. Ah, there you go. Just a little reminder. Fun fact about astronauts, they have to learn Russian to be on the International Space Station in the order to read manuals on the Russian side, communicate and know what's going on. Thanks for sharing that. Didn't know that. Did that stop you of becoming an astronaut? Like, hi, I want to be an astronaut. What do I have to do? You have to learn Russian. Okay, bye. What could I say in Russian? Меня зовут Янош. Хорошо. Как тебя зовут? And I can of course also swear in Russian because years of Counter-Strike playing. How do I know Russian? We have a big Russian community in Berlin. Like when I was in school, like they would also teach Russian. I mean, I never had Russian classes, but I had a lot of school friends who would be basically Russian, and they would speak a lot of Russian, and then you just catch a lot of stuff, a lot of good and bad stuff as well. But that what I said was just the most basic stuff. Like it's like everyone who says they speak Korean and can say 안녕하세요, you know. It's pretty similar, I would say. But it's kind of good also if you ever encounter someone who's Russian and drunk. And you kind of, it's good to know if they say like not so good stuff to you, because you know what to expect. At least on the streets of Berlin. Oh, excuse me, my nose is running. Well, Adam, you have like, I think you should write a story, Adam. That sounds like a story that we should have in this world. Sounds like Ant-Man in a way. That's what you had in mind, right? Something like that. Hey, Pankukera. Thank you. Welcome to stream. How are you doing? Are you drawing from imagination? Yes. Is Ant-Man any good? I stopped watching MCU long time ago. I watched only the first one. Timothy-san, I draw this dude from a reference a few days ago. So nothing special. Just recalling. Probably have the drawing also somewhere here. Oh my god, my studio looks like chaos. My eyes are killing me. Like watching, like staring on like screens and light and all that all day. It's just not good for my eyesight. Try to remember what was under the belt. Let's just make this like typical. This box I drew 1,000 times. I still don't know 100% what it's there for. Always has like this stuff here. Maybe it's also. I do have some orange glasses, Adam, but I look like Tony Stark if I put them on. I mean, I could also put on my sunglasses, you know, but I don't know if I can see there still. I mean, I can see though. You know what they say about people who wear sunglasses indoors, right? Either way, they're blind or assholes. So you choose. Take your pick. Take your pick. I remember someone told me you forgot how to draw something, you just draw animal and cover it. Okay. Well, Monday morning next to Berkane in the tramway. Okay. I feel like you know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for being here in all of your splendor, rebels and change makers. Welcome to this timeline. This evening we have a very magical occasion. A special guest. Please welcome to the stage the sultry sounds and vivacious spirit of Eva Hummingbird.
Hey, Mark. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream on Twitch. Do you only draw humans? I draw mostly humans. Yes. What do you intend? What do you want me to draw? What do you want me to draw? What is your request? Do you have a request? Do you have wishes? Wishes in your life? What do you wish for? It's important to have wishes in your life. No, but joking aside, most cases I actually draw humans, yeah. A lizard? A lizard. A lizard. Let me think of a lizard. Not sure if I can draw a lizard from my imagination. Lizard. Does this lizard has a long... Is that a lizard head? Can I make a lizard astronaut? My wish is to not desire wishes. Yeah, that's a cute gecko head. Okay. Oh. Okay. So, and now it's a gecko astronaut. He's like, Mama, I don't want to go to space. That was a bad idea. I don't want to go. Didn't sign up for this. I have to learn Russian. Oh, that's so good. Thank you, Temuki-san, again for letting me know. Oh, it's oh no, he's buff. I made him buff. Oh, I have to zoom out. Do you know what the drawing will look like before you start drawing? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It really depends on what I'm drawing. Like, I repeat a lot the subjects. Like, I draw a lot the same stuff, the same type of faces, just with slightly nuances, like changing things. And then I kind of like know what the drawing is gonna look like. Sometimes also, like, if I imagine like geoforms, like, that's pretty easy to imagine. But yeah, I can pre-visualize. Yeah, basically, Sodi, basically. They have kind of inner ears behind their eyes, a bit on the bottom. Okay. Like this? Thank you. How about you? Well, what do you draw? Are you a drawing enthusiast? Markil Mark. Sorry if I butcher your name, by the way. Or can I just say Mark? Or Marky? The gecko exploring Mars deserts. Yeah, absolutely. He's made for radiation. Did you know that on Mars the radiation is so much higher on Earth, but technically you could utilize the sand on Mars to make concrete to isolate radiation. I once worked on a future mobility project when this whole like Elon Musk Mars thing was going, and we made a concept for a printable vehicle, a driving vehicle, and we came up with the idea that we could basically fill the walls of the vehicle with the Mars sand because it would absorb radiation. Honestly, the best spacesuit for an animal of this size, it's simply a pressure-sized box. Okay, have you tried sending animals in space? Sounds like you have experience. Les musiques has stopped. Why? Why? You tried drawing a few times, but you're not good at it? Yeah, well, continue. I'm also not good at it. Definitely was good at it when I started drawing, so... He looks like, why do I have to sit next to the lizard for the next hours? Do you know gecko sounds? Maybe he makes gecko sounds in space. Spacesuits have a thickness limit, and due to their design, you need some strength to be able to move with them on lizard. Just able to move. Okay, it seems like you really thought about this. I respect your research.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Just hit the camera.
Thank you for being here in all of your splendor.
Hey, Viggy Vodka! I didn't even know you were here. Fell in love with your art a few years ago. Love
This evening,
how you keep challenging your poses and expression. You're an inspiration. Keep killing it. Thank you so much, Viggy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you following and supporting for all the time I'm doing this.
and vivacious spirit.
I mean, it's a pleasure to hear that somebody is like there following, seeing the pathway. Like, I mean, it's so hard sometimes to accept the fact that you're alone the whole time with this, and you don't like. I feel like sometimes you're so in your head, you know, when you do yourself, like when you're with yourself, you're just doing art. Like being an artist can be so egotistical also. But yeah, again, thank you, Viggy Vodka. I didn't want to go so negative. Like, appreciate it, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hey, Mosup, sorry. Oh, Mosup. How are you? Welcome to the YouTube stream. By the way, I forgot to ask, but pre-visualization. Sorry for my. I've spoken so much today. By the way, I forgot to ask before pre-visualization things. Is it talent or a skill? It's definitely a skill, I would say. I think some people can have a better starting point, you know, maybe they have a bit more talent to do that. I think it also comes down to how you how do I say this? How you lived your child times. Because I truly believe if you were a kid and you would be in your own fantasy world the whole time and do stuff and play Lego and like imagine things, you know, being a child, you know, you're imagining worlds, you're imagining stories, people, characters, creatures, whatever, things happening. I think like if you do that as a child a lot, you definitely have an easier going when you actually try to do that. But I don't know if there's any measurement for that. I definitely done that as a kid. I played a lot with my toys in the forest, literally in the forest when I visit my grandparents, like doing stuff like this. But also to be real with you, like I became an artist when I was 23, so relatively late. And this whole like pre-visualizing art was completely new for me. So pre-visualizing something that I draw, like when we would train for football, so I was playing football back then, like we would pre-visualize to win, we would pre-visualize making a tackle, making the play, we would even pre-visualize to bench press, I don't know, 130 kilograms in training. Like we would do a lot with our coaches there, but I don't know if that has anything to do if that's kind of like the thing, you know. But I want to say like once I had a book from my parents, like an entrepreneur book, and it's from a German guy, and he also spoke about pre-visualizing your goals. I think like it's a pretty common thing, you know. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. Yeah, I messed up the whole these hands. Like look at this pinky finger. Pure pinky finger. But thank you. But there's also aphantasia and aphantasia. Never heard this. Which is the inability to visualize in your head. It's a spectrum. Oh, okay. I did not know that. I agree. Everyday practice. I gotta make a choice to only focus on the effort and encourage anybody watching also having the mindset. Clearly that experience is universal, even with professionals like you. Learning any difficult skill requires a strong commitment to growth and enjoyment. Yeah, and like that's very important. I think it's really important that you enjoy what you're doing in your life. Especially things that are also incredibly hard, right? Like learning to draw, becoming a professional artist, like learning to paint. It's all technical ability, like you have to do again and again. It's like learning to play the piano like perfectly. I don't know if there's any way to play the piano perfectly, because I'm not a piano player, but I guess there's like similar pathway. Think there's some merit to that idea. Things are very serious when you're constantly thinking of work, bills, etc. The environment is mentally wonder is rich. Yeah, that is true. You learn piano? Oh, I'm so jealous. I always wanted to be able to play piano, but there was a time where I told myself I don't half-ass things anymore. And I knew if I would start trying to learn like an instrument now that I just don't have the time. I feel like the stuff I'm doing, like when I talk to my friends, they see only this, right? So they think all I'm doing is this here, like art and drawing. Like this is my one main subject. But for me, it doesn't feel like one main subject. Like I'm drawing every day. I have like a schedule, you know? Like I wanna create like I have some priorities in the day. I want to create, so I want to draw for at least 1 to 2 hours. Then I want to work on my bigger goals. Then I also have all my students, so I'm teaching, and then I do YouTube video. And I feel like everything is kind of like a split, even though it's all kind of like connected through the topic. But I'm also a business owner, basically. I have my own business, so I have to do taxes for the business and like all of that. Like it's kind of like splitting. So I don't know. But I'm also catching myself sometimes seeing other people doing things extremely good, and then I'm kind of low-key jealous, but not for what they're doing, but that they have one thing and it seems like they're like fully in there, but you never know what's the backstory. So how old are you, Janos? Yeah, guess. I'm pretty old. Pretty old. Wait, how old am I? Am I stupid? I'm 35. I'm gonna be 36 in June. But I feel flattered. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the low ball. But I want to say I look also more tired than usual today because I was in the gym this morning very early. Very, very early. Nice age. It's a nice age. You know what? I don't know what people have with age. Like, I constantly forget how old I am. So I'm all good. I don't think about that. I don't think about that. I feel like actually, like, I feel better than I was in my mid-20s. So, sorry. Yeah, Viggy, I agree. I started art at 25, piano at 26 and 28. So really focus on the effort. I also feel like that any creative stuff like playing an instrument and making art is like super similar. Like my studio is part of a production studio for music. So we have bands here producing music every day. We just had a metal band the past 2 days. And whenever I observe the guys, so the guys I'm like sharing the studio space with, like I'll really love how they work because it seems so particular but also similar to the process of making art. And I love when they get so nerdy about sound stuff, like audio stuff. Like they get so freaking nerdy. I love that. I really love that. How old are you, Timuki, son? You could get a little synthesizer and jam with in between breaks. Yeah, it's true. You don't have to be the best in life. Do you know? Like again, like my studio is in a music studio, so I'm part of a music studio. So there's literally a drum kit set up there, and like guitars and instruments and whatnot. So I probably can just ask them to use it. Damn, if you're pretty old. I just discovered that at 36 already, I'm probably already dead. No, all good. I was just joking. I'm going to be 30 this year. Yeah, like I feel like also becoming 30 is also nice. It's good. It's like you in your full juice. Like you're ready to go on the battlefield, you know? To fight with the sword. To conquer some... No, okay, that goes in the wrong direction. I apologize for what I just said. Like, you just good. Yeah, there's definitely a huge overlap between focus on fundamental technique and creative expression, if you get what I am. So how is it with hand-eye coordination on playing piano? Because I actually have a huge problem with hand-eye coordination. I can catch a ball, I can throw a ball, I can draw, but when I have to do something in my household and I'm holding two things at the same time, sometimes I feel like my nervous system is like oversaturated. Yeah, but that's good, that's good. Also, the interesting part about life, it's constantly changing, right? So I don't want to know what I'm interested in the upcoming 10 years. Like I don't want to know what's going to happen. I just want to enjoy every moment. That's all I want. Just focus on the moment, on the momentum. And that's it. Wait, 1 second. I need to test something. Oh yeah, okay, that is working. Like I get notification, but ba-ba, ba-ba. Like motor oriented, gonna be a beginning matter. You're gonna have your own bad habits to smooth out. Okay. Drawing is definitely more thinking than piano. Okay. Do you know automatic drawing? That requires no thinking. Well, it's fine. Like you don't have time. You did not took any of my time. I appreciate you communicating and sharing in here. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go draw and record now. Happy drawing, happy recording. Of course, of course. I appreciate you being here. And you too. And you too. I'm not Mosquito. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Hi. Do you have any tips for drawing many characters close together in a party setting? How to draw many characters close together in a party setting. So I would say the overlap is the most important thing, and then also having a good rhythm. You know, because in design and composition, there's something that is that's very important to understand. So something they call bunching and spreading. So for example, if you would draw a bunch of circles, there's a specific visual appearance that makes things look good versus things that you spread out more to each other. You know? So that's the same for grouping things to each other, making it look interesting, because you want to remember one thing whenever you create something, whenever you design something. It doesn't matter if you build a composition, you want to make sure that you don't make it too symmetrical. Okay, so that is one thing. The other thing is, like, if I would make a party with people, I would make sure I would not make a milkshake. I would make sure that the elements are behind each other properly. So I have a proper overlap of things, right? So let's say I have somebody here. And I don't know, this person is maybe this person has a drink in its hand, a beer. And then there's another person here. What I would try to do is not to align them perfectly next to each other. You know, so I would try to make sure that, okay, is it going backwards, or is it kind of like, for example, like in a half square, a half circle? Then I would also try to break the rhythm of it, right? So what I would not do, I would not draw the same face again, you know, like this. Because that's kind of boring, right? So what would be cool, for example, like if the next person is maybe leaning forward. So maybe, I don't know, somebody with glasses. Maybe they play Twister, I don't know. No, but I would try to break the rhythm of them. You know, that is really important. The Freudian slip, what is that? already 9:30. Oh my god, I completely forgot the time. Okay, folks, I actually gotta go. Not joking. That's it for today. I completely forgot the time. I was talking so much. Sorry that I didn't draw more. Thanks for everyone being here. I appreciate it as always. Next stream, approximately next Friday again. Thank you for everyone who was here. It was fun. Even Proko was here, so amazing. Like, it was so cool. Yeah, I wish you all a wonderful weekend. For the people in Berlin, have a good long weekend, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be busy with moving. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, and guys, you're all awesome. You're all part of the community. I appreciate you all being here. So, what can I say? Thank you so much, and have a lovely weekend, and maybe see you in the next stream. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Have a good one. Take care. Ciao.